What is going on, everybody? Hummus Thunder here, bringing you guys a brand new video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Now, you guys are all aware the gunfight game mode for Modern Warfare was revealed the other day, and there is so much to talk about, so that's exactly what we're going to do here today. So I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get straight into this video. So I have to start this video off by saying there are a lot of people who are complaining about this game and what they saw, how it reminds them of Rainbow Six Siege and Battlefield and stuff, when I have to just clarify that this is not the full experience of the multiplayer. The game developers themselves went on Twitter and replied to a bunch of people saying the true traditional multiplayer experience will be there, and this is just a taste of what the game has in store. So for people to say this game is terrible, it's going to be trash, it looks like nothing like Call of Duty, that's just unfair in my opinion. I know that they have done some things in the past people aren't really proud of with the multiplayer and the microtransactions and stuff, but we have to at least give them a shot to give us something to prove to us that they're actually listening to what the fans want. For example, a lot of people complain that Call of Duty is the same rehash redesign of the past game every year. It's the same game, and now they changed it up and people are complaining that they're changing it up. It doesn't make sense. The community is in shambles when it comes to agreeing with each other. No one can agree on one point. Everyone has to argue about something. In my opinion, this game looks great. We're going to talk about some of the stuff that we saw, and in the meantime, I think everyone should just relax on so much negativity and wait until the full multiplayer reveal on August 1st. Now, talking a bit about what we saw in the video. So talking about the gameplay, we saw so many different things that we haven't seen in Black Ops 4 or past Call of Duty games. For example, leaning though wasn't Call of Duty Ghost, so I can't say that's completely new. That's a completely new innovation. They did go ahead and change the engine, and it's pretty apparent in the video. You can take a look at the way the gun moves, the weapon sway, the way the character moves, how he rebalances himself after jumping or mantling or things like that. You can tell that the engine has been changed, and I applaud them for that, for going ahead and making that initiative to create a brand new engine. Now, do I think that it'll take a few games to get used to? Yes, I think it'll take about a few games, maybe a few hours to get used to how the game plays, but from what I've heard from a lot of YouTubers, the game plays just like a Call of Duty game after you get used to that new engine. And in regards to the new engine, it looks like they changed a lot of the stuff that goes with it. The guns, for example, they sway. The recoil is really crazy, so you're gonna definitely have to learn recoil control. I'm not saying recoil is a bad thing. I think it does create a skill gap when it comes down to it. From what I saw, you're not gonna go ahead and win every fight by blindly shooting. You have to have some sort of recoil control, which I think is pretty cool, but I can see how some people don't like that. Call of Duty is known to have that predictable kind of recoil with their games where it's not super crazy, and the muzzle and the smoke, which I did notice does cover the front of the gun, which makes it kind of harder to aim. But in these past games, it's more of a sim. But when it comes to Modern Warfare, I honestly think that stuff is going to be fixed. We have to understand as well, this game is pre-beta, it's an alpha, so there's a lot they're going to change and tweak and finish. I doubt it's going to look the same when it releases, like the user interface and stuff, but that's something that we're gonna have to wait and see when the full reveal comes out. One thing I want them to really focus on is weapon balancing, especially in a game like this where the time to kill is so fast, and we saw that they were one-shotting people with pistols and shotguns easily, and that really goes to show that the game doesn't have the same time to kill as Black Ops 4. They went ahead and decreased it like the older Call of Duties, which is fine. I'm not complaining, that's pretty cool, but definitely take into fact that it's not going to be like Black Ops 4 where you have to put half a clip or a quarter of a clip in somebody before they die. It's going to be pretty quick, so you're going to have to change your playstyle according to that. Another thing I did notice during the stream was the executions, which I think was pretty cool, being able to execute somebody. I don't know if it's going to be the full multiplayer. It might be just a gunfight only thing, but if they were to add that to the multiplayer experience, I think that'd be pretty cool. Just like in Battlefield, if you were to stab somebody, you take their dog tag and it has a mini cutscene where it goes into a frame where you can't do anything, and your character just takes the dog tag off or stabs them or something. I think that's a pretty cool add-on they did to the multiplayer. Looking at some other game mechanics and physics, sprinting, for example, sprinting is pretty different. Apparently there's an option to do double sprinting, which takes up more stamina and you have to take longer to recover, so that does go ahead and let me know that there isn't unlimited sprint like there is in Black Ops 4, which is actually something I don't like about this game. If there's one thing I can point out, or two things, it's no minimap and no unlimited sprint. Fast time to kill, I can get over that. I like the longer time to kill in Black Ops 4 personally, but I can get over that fast time to kill. But the unlimited sprint is something that I really wanted, because it does make the game play a little faster, but it's really annoying to have your character walk just so they can regain the stamina again to sprint. It does play with the flow of the game a little bit, but that might be intentional. Who knows how fast-paced these games are really going to be. And my thoughts on the game, really, I think it's going to be a ton of fun. Personally, I'm not one to critique them and hate on them just for one little snippet they showed us. Based on what they showed us on that live stream, I think the game is heading in a really good direction. I'm really glad that Call of Duty is doing something different. They're innovating and they're making new changes and advancements that other players would like, that haven't played COD or stopped playing COD, because true Call of Duty players will always play Call of Duty. That's the fact of the matter. But people who stop playing it or people who don't play it might come to play this game, giving us more of a player base that'll help support us. I can see why they brought Courage and Pro Syndicate and them onto the stream. They're not really Call of Duty YouTubers anymore, and like A Thoughts said, they're not even COD YouTubers. I guess you can't really understand what that means. They didn't bring them on because they're Call of Duty YouTubers. They brought them on because they're not. The reason why is they have a different target audience. They're hoping they can get their audience to convert into Call of Duty as well. They know us Call of Duty players will buy the new COD most likely, but they know people who are on Courage's stream, people who watch TP stream, people who watch Pro Syndicate stream, Legion and stuff, they watch other games. Fortnite, for example. All those Fortnite fans who watch them for Fortnite, they're hoping that they look at this stream and say, hey, I'm actually gonna get that game. I like it. So therefore, they're trying to get other people from other games to play this game. I just really hope this game is what it's supposed to be, and that's a good Call of Duty experience. The only thing that can ruin this game, which I really do hope they figure out, is the microtransaction system. They need to come up with a new model, because this one on Black Ops 4 is definitely not working. So I really hope that they got that figured out for this Call of Duty. If they did, then we'll have no issues with this game going forward. And if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to slap like on it. Go ahead and comment down below what you thought about the live reveal and how the game mode looked to you and everything. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Modern Warfare gameplay that they showed us. And like always, if you're not subscribed to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell as well. And I'll catch you guys on the next Hummus Thunder episode. Peace.